Hey guys, I'm IzDaisho and I am here bringing you some magic, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a draft. And I know I haven't brought one of these to you for really a really long time at this point. It's been like, I guess, a couple of months, or even more than just a couple of months. It's been a few months since I've made one of these draft videos, but anyway, this is me drafting in real life with my friends, and this is the newest set, Return to Ravnica. And I'm just going to be basically commentating, going through my picks, what I was thinking each time. I originally opened Tristani Celestia's Voice, and as you guys can see by just reading that card, it's utterly incredible. And it was a lot better than I thought it would be, and I thought it would be pretty good. So that was just really, really fortunate. Then my next pack, I get some pretty good cards. Like, I mean, just opening Tristani makes me really, really want to go green-white. But it doesn't mean that I have to. I also am happy that I opened Tristani as opposed to some of the other guild leaders. If I had opened Rakdos, then I probably would have been in bad shape because I knew that red-black was going to be overdrafted, because I knew that all my friends and everybody who I was playing with really understood that Rakdos is just really, really powerful. But I ended up taking the Selesnya Keyrune over the Street Spasm because I really wanted to stay in green-white at this point. And I know that I could have gone out and I would have been fine. But yeah, anyway, this pack is pretty interesting because there's a couple of cards here that are pretty strong. There's the Azuria's Charm, and then there is Dead Reveler. So this is third pick. Dead Reveler can go third pick. That's definitely fair. Like, if he goes 1 or 2, that's also fine, but it's not like passing him third pick is crazy. So I'm not taking Dead Reveler as too big of a sign. I'm taking it as like a small sign, like maybe black will be open. But it turns out that, I'm going to give you a little bit of spoilers, but the guy in my right was in red-black. So now I'm faced with a couple of cards in my colors, a Knightly Valor and a Courser's Accord. I think that's what the card is called. And then a whole bunch of cards that I'm probably not going to play. I just skip over Horncaller's Chant, which I love. I love the fact that I didn't even see that card because it's just that bad. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out, like, can I really just move in on black-red here? But I decide not to. And now it's just between Courser's Accord, which makes a 3/3 Centaur and then populates, or Knightly Valor, which makes which gives an enchanted creature +2/+2 vigilance, and also makes a 2/2 knight with vigilance. Then I see Slitherhead, and I'm like, well, how good is Slitherhead? Because I really don't know. I think that this card is okay, but I don't really think it's that good. And then there's Azuria's Charm, which I would move in on, but I did pass the Skymark Rock early. And I still have the Tristani that I want to be playing, so I'm thinking it's between Knightly Valor and Slitherhead, but I did have a Knightly Valor in my opening pack, so I'm hoping that it'll come around. At first I take it, and then I'm just like looking at it, and I'm like, you know what, no. I'm going to go with the Courser's Accord, and that's what I end up taking. This card's really good. I didn't think it was that good when I was looking at it, but now that, like, I've played with it and I've read some reviews and listened to some set reviews and stuff, I think that this card is a lot better than I originally gave it credit for. It's just a really good card. If you don't have any other 6-drops, it's fine to play 2 of these, and you'll be pretty happy, especially since I'm in the Populate deck, or at least I want to be. And it's just, sometimes you can get the 3/3s pretty easily, the Centaurs, but generally you're just going to be making birds or knights, and then if you can end up populating the 3/3s a lot, then you're just really happy. But here there's a Crippborn Horror, and I'm like, man, Dead Reveler followed by Crippborn Horror. This color must be, red-black must be so open. But there is an Avenging Arrow in here, which is still a fine card. It's just like, it's a fine removal spell, it's a common. There's no removal in green, so I realized that if I actually want removal, then I'm going to have to be picking up these Avenging Arrows. So I just take one, and it's 4th pick Avenging Arrow, which is around where I think it should go. I think that's generally how good it is. But here again, I don't really see too many things, and there's 2 picks right here. There's an Avenging Arrow and a Transguild Promenade. Transguild Promenade taps for all of the colors, but when it comes into play, tapped, and you have to pay a land. So you basically have to pay a mana for it the turn it comes out, and it's like the play of your turn on turn 2, and you can't play it turn 1. There's also Golgari Longlegs in here, which is definitely something to think about, but I'd rather take things that are either synergistic or removal. I probably should have taken the Transguild Promenade here. It's very, very early in the draft, and I already have an Avenging Arrow, so there's definitely a good chance that I get another one. Plus, Transguild Promenades are really good to pick up early because then you can splash things. And man, I look at this pack and I see a Soulsworn Spirit, and I think that's just one of the better cards in the set. I mean, 2/1 unblockable, detain for 4, is just so powerful. And like every time I've played against that card, I'm like, well, I have to kill that now or I'm dead. And especially since the detain deck is probably like detaining your creatures attacking you, and like it's tempoing you out a bunch, and then all of a sudden you play this unblockable threat. It just gives you so much reach that it's really just such a great card. And here I see another Nightly Valor, so that's I think the third Nightly Valor that I've seen already. There's also been a ton of Rune Wings in these packs, and like blue was very open. But I did pass the Skymark Rock first, and if my opponent or my neighbor to the left of me, who turned out to be an Azurius, had picked up an Azurius card early, then he would be like, yeah, let's do this, and he would be jumping on, and then pack 2 I wouldn't get much. But anyway, here I take Eyes in the Skies over Cellar of Songbirds. It's pretty convincingly. I mean, Eyes in the Skies is a really good card. Populating is so useful. Making birds also is just really good, because then you can start populating those birds with your other populate spells. And I think I did a really good job of building the Populate deck in this draft. I mean, I'm not like trying to say, oh my god, I'm the greatest, but I just kind of got lucky, and I ended up with a deck that was really well suited for populating. But I think that this pick is pretty obvious. Well, it's not pretty obvious. I mean, there's the Bizarre Krovod, who's a 2/5. There's Towering Indrik, who's 2/4 reach. And then there is Nightly Valor, number 25,000. But yeah, I think it was pretty obviously the Towering Indrik. Towering Indrik is such a good card. I end up taking, there's a Selesnya Sentry, just over nothing. I end up taking a Nightly Valor over Towering Indrik at some point in this draft, and I regret it. I should have taken the Indrik. Just a 2/4 reach is so good, and like, man, it's so hard for their flyers to get around that. There's almost no flyers that have 4 power. Like, I can't even think of any. The only way that they do that is if like you scavenge onto them. But anyway, here I take a pretty good card, I think, Chemister's Trick. Target creature you don't control gets -2/-0 until end of turn attacks a turn Fable for blue-red. So it's kind of like blue-red removal, because you just do that, make them attack into you, and then just triple block or whatever and kill it. And then its overload cost is really sweet too, because you can like instant speed sleep them and then kill some of their creatures on the blocks and then just attack them. So I think it's just a really strong card, and I don't think that people value it highly enough if it's going 4th to last. I know that there was actually only one other player in Izzet, so that's probably why that happened, because when it was, and he was all the way on the opposite side of the table. And right here, I'm like, oh, Courser's Accord, 3rd to last pick. I guess so, because I think I took this one really early. I think I took a 3rd pick. And I also ended up getting 1/3 to last, so that's a little bit awkward. I ended up with 2 overall throughout the draft, but I only ran 1. But anyway, this is going to be it for the first pack. There's a couple more cards, but neither of them are too relevant. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be back pretty soon with the rest of the draft and then some games. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a nice day. Bye.